Hey, what's up, world? It's Mr. Mokaciá Mokaciá Clothing, www.mokacia.com. Mr. 504 to the Meat Show, the Gumbo Warrior, the Marine Mamba, the USMC Beast, the Green Monster. Coming at you again with another Mokaciá Motivational Monday. If you ever be so kind, that you would click, like, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is Mokaciá 504. That is MOKACIA 504. And share this message out with somebody, man. You know, I try to be a blessing to you, be a blessing to somebody else. And hopefully I said something that inspires you and motivates you and gives you that charge you need for carrying out your week. So what I want to talk to you all about today is that it's not all about you. And what I need you to understand when I say that is, when I say it's not all about you, I'm trying to let you know that you don't necessarily be the oil. You may just be the vessel. You may not be the oil, but you may be the vessel. You may not be the engine, but you could be the cords, the wires. So a lot of times, we get in positions and we think it's all about us, and we think that we are the end all be all, and that what we do and how we do and how we move, how we work, nobody can do it without us. That we are that pin that keeps everything in place and keeps everything together. We have this strange misconception that if we're not around, it won't happen. And in some cases, it does appear that way. But we have to understand that we're all here for a purpose. And sometimes your purposes may not be to be out front and be that place. And you have to understand that if that's what your purpose is, you can't redesign it and try to make it about you, because that'll mess up the order of things and just make what was supposed to be accomplished a prolonged endeavor. So when you're going about your day, you're going about your week, and you're seeking your purpose, understand that you are not the end all be all in every situation. And if you are part of an organization or a business or a team, and if the team will not be successful if you're not leading it, that really kind of says something about you as a leader. Because there's times in my career, especially early on in my career, where I gave off the appearance that I was that guy. I was the one that led the charge. But what a lot of people didn't know about me is that, I've always felt that it takes a team in order to accomplish things, and that you can't do it all by yourself, and that no matter how good you think you are, it doesn't work. I went to this particular exercise program that they had, and it was called Rear Area Security School. I went back in 97 time frame, and we had these exercises that we had to do that they actually wound up eventually incorporating into Marine Corps boot camp. Well, no matter how fast and young I was, we could not finish these particular exercises if everybody didn't go across. And I wasn't the one that was in charge of it. but I knew I was the fastest one. And so I was like, well, if I could get across this particular challenge, we'd win. The reality was every single person, every single piece of gear, everything that we had to get across. No matter who went across first, we didn't finish until everybody came across. So what wound up happening was I wound up having to go back and grab stuff and bring it across and help people get across. And we were acknowledged as a team, not my individual efforts. I learned that a long time ago. And sometimes you got to realize that whether you're there or not, things are going to go as planned. Whether you feel like, oh, the business won't open up if I'm not there, somebody's going to open up their business. If you're a cook and you're supposed to be cooking and you don't show up to work, that doesn't mean the business is not going to open. It just means somebody else is going to step up in your place and make it happen. That's the reality of life. And you have to realize what your purpose is. And sometimes your purpose is just to be a vessel. So whatever is poured into you, it's up to you to hold on to that and then eventually pour it into another vessel. So I challenge you this week is just to think about that. Think about being a useful asset and not a detrimental liability. Being a useful asset, not a detrimental liability. We're here for a purpose. And your purpose at this time in this chapter in your life may not be to be up front, but be a supporting member, a part of the supporting cast. You may not be the star of the show, but you may be the person that holds the lights. That doesn't make what your input any less significant, because you're only strong as your weakest link. And if you're not doing anything to help develop that weakest link, shame on you. If you're not setting other people up, whereas in your absence things can continue on, that if you're not there it can't happen, shame on you. Pour into other people. Give to others. That's it. So understand that you're here for a purpose, and sometimes that purpose is not to be up front, because what's meant for you will be for you. Can't nobody stop that. If God said it, so shall it be. So those people that may hate on you, despise you, and look at you crazy, it's all good, because you're doing what you are set out to do, and to give somebody a lesson in something. Because even if it's just in passing, somebody can learn from what you're doing. All right? So, peace and blessings. I got to get back to work. Have a blessed day. Positivity over everything. Inspire before you expire. Remember, I love you the long way, the extended version. I bought the extended warranty. I love you in spite of. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Make sure you go to that website, www.mokacia.com. Make sure you support those books that's coming to you. And remember, man, you can only be legendary one time, but you can be great many times and on many occasions. So wake up, go do something, and be great. Peace.